Do you want to learn about dragons? Well, we are gonna learn about dragons. Now, if you ever want to see me attack live, visit my Twitch, guys. I do live attacks on Twitch. I stream more on Twitch than YouTube, but this one we planned out. I, in fact, planned this out myself. With the help of some of the Twitchers, y'all gave some advice and things. We're gonna walk through this. This was a fresh hit on this base. This was in the India War, and we're gonna just go to town. Now, the main thing here, there's a couple things I'm gonna mention. Now, funneling wise, I have bowlers up at 12 because I'm going to bring the dragons from 12 to 3 side, and then I'm going to do a queen walk. Now, this was actually a fresh hit in the sense of there was a previous hit on this, but not using dragons. So fresh as in dragons, but previous as in a queen walk, if that makes sense. So I did know how the queen would path here. I made a few tweaks on the entry point. I used a wizard here and a Valkyrie. Last time it was 2 Valkyries, so trying to save some space. And just a little bit different. Now, the reason I chose to use dragons because I thought dragons could really handle these 2 Inferno Towers up at the 12 o'clock, and the La Lune couldn't get the job done. So, gonna make this a long walk, and honestly, things are going well. I had a little scare at the beginning with that Valkyrie not going where it should have gone, but in the end, it didn't matter. Gonna wall break in here. Now, again, you always want to do test wall breakers just to make sure. Now, if you didn't know, the wall breakers will go to this air defense. So after this, if you put the wall breakers here, they're going to go to the air defense because there's a defense inside this wall. They're going to hit this wall. Now, if you put the wall breakers down a little further south, they would go drift off to over here on this archer tower. So I've done videos on wall breakers. I'll maybe link that video for you, but here comes my wall breakers. I'm gonna break her in, and then at this moment I actually was freaking out. I was not intending to open up this compartment, but because of the wall breakers were under rage, they opened up this. So I had to call an audible and put my king down here at 6. Now, an audible is just a change of plans in the game. It's like it's a term for football. Sometimes you got to change plans up, and so I was intentionally going to put my king here, but then I was like, you know what, if I don't put my king down here then clear these structures out, the queen would walk around the base. She would not path in towards the middle, and that is exactly what I needed her to do, to path into towards the middle to take down these expos, the air defense, the CC, the queen, all that good stuff. Now, in fact, I intended to use 1 rage for my dragons, but look what happens here. I realized, you know what, I want to keep my queen alive because there's still quite a bit here in the core. Now, this baby dragon is just for funneling. Again, funneling is very important when you're using dragon hits, and I chose to rage up my queen. Now, the reason I did that because I knew there was expos, there were Teslas here, and if I didn't have a rage, she would die. Now, what that means is dragons don't have a rage. Now, dragons really need rage. They're not that powerful if you don't have the rage, but anyways, on the 9 o'clock side, I brought in loons there to clear down those 2 archer towers and getting the job done. Queen is staying alive. Look at this queen, staying super alive, getting lots of damage done. Dragons, for 5 dragons, you know, I guess they did pretty good. They took down 2 Inferno Towers, which is actually really strong, without even a rage. So that actually is pretty powerful, taking 2 Infernos and a couple Archer Towers as well. So that's pretty much all that dragons can do without rage. They can, you know, they can take down a couple structures, but they can't take down everything. And, you know, I had about 6 seconds left on this raid. I did have this back-end loon to help out. About 6 seconds left, so, you know, decent time left. Could have started my dragons earlier. There you go, with a nice queen walk dragon hit on these attacks. Again, guys, you're looking to take down the air defenses. I really like to get down at least 1 expo with a queen walk. If you can get down 2 expos with a queen walk and maybe get 3 air defenses, looking good for a dragon attack. Getting those expos down really make a big difference when you are hitting those queen walk into dragons. Now, just going to give you a lot of different strategies. We got some 10v10 game here, and I do a lot of 10v10 content. Maybe I should do some more other content, but what have you, it doesn't matter because we're doing another queen walk. Now, what is this for? It's all about pathing. All about pathing. Perfect bowler bounce. The loon was there because you had to bring a loon there to kill that cannon. If you did not get the cannon down, then the bowler bounce would not have been enough. So that's why the loon was there. And the queen walking here, just going to get some decent value. Now, again, if you can find bowler bounces, try to find them. They're very important to use. They do great for funneling. They can take defenses down. They can do a lot of different stuff on those bowler bounces. So get practice and figure out where to put the bowler and try to get the angle. If you put it more in a corner, it's going to shoot more at a diagonal. If you put it more flat, there's different tricks for the bowlers, and you just got to be aware of where to put those down. Now, all I can say is practice up, and again, practice your wall breakers. Now, some people have been saying, or not saying, they might be thinking, man, some of your attacks you show, like, these are like crazy wall breaks. I mean, serious crazy wall breaks, and how do they get so good? How do you get so good using wall breakers? I mean, you're doing like 2-3 layer wall breaks, bringing 12 wall breakers. I mean, it seems like, what is going on? But it just takes some skill. Once you figure out how wall breakers work and the pathing and everything like that, then you can get the job done. I mean, it's not so hard. It just takes a little practice. And I made a video again on it, how wall breakers path, how to figure out their pathing, how to practice with it. So all I say is practice, practice up. Now here's the La Loon portion, and he's bringing loons all on the good stuff here. Look at this. He's got loons each on the archer tower, in the middle, and up to the top. You can exactly know what's going on. He's got the funnel perfectly executed, and look what he's got. He's got a haste for this last air defense. Now, again, this last air defense is very critical to take down. And he's got so many loons up. No more spells for the back end, but not the biggest deal. He's got the queen ability, got many loons up, and gonna just pretty much smack the base entirely because, yeah, it is awesome sauce. Now, this base was hit before, had a 99%, just got a little bit unlucky on this one, but map 7, like, I got this. I'm gonna take it downtown. Very nice. Smashed. Hit from map 7. Yes. You know what, guys? Should we show maybe like another 10v10, or do you want to see another some 9v9? I don't even know. What are we showing now? Let's forget miners. You already know how to use miners, guys. If you know how to use miners, then maybe I should just, honestly, I just have to do a miner video. Am I really gonna have to do a miner video? I guess I'm gonna have to, guys. Check back for later. Let's do another Queen Walk Dragon, shall we? My favorite. I really loved using Queen Walk Dragons. They're so fun to use because they take a lot of skill. In fact, they take quite a bit of skill. Now, people say, oh, you're spamming in the dragons? No, not at all. You're not spamming in. The thing with these Queen Walk Dragons, it requires a lot of funneling, like pathing and knowing how to do wall breakers. If you're bringing wall breakers, this time not. And it also, you know, as far as when to encounter the clan castle, the hound when it comes out, or if you're not, you know, maybe you don't have a hound in the clan castle, but you don't want to encounter too many defenses, or certainly an inferno tower as the hound comes out, so pathing a queen walk can be very difficult. So there's a lot of steps to these queen walks and to dragons because you have to do a lot of damage. Now, what is going on here? Now, you might be thinking, what in the world? But this is a super awesome trick if you weren't aware of it. If you bring 5 bowlers, and that 5 bowlers definitely does get the job done, and you have air defenses lined up like that, which is very common, those bowlers, if you create the funnel for it and put it right on the corner, it can take out both air defenses. So that is why the queen was actually able to take down this base on the other side at 3 o'clock and get a lot of air defense archer towers down. Now, it can be risky, but because if the bowlers for somehow mess up, but if you get the pathing right, it'll go well. So again, this base didn't look like a dragon base. I mean, the air defenses weren't all together. It would have been very hard, but with that one little trick, you can get a lot of damage done. A lot of options for you with that bowler trick. It's a very cool bowler trick that really Grizz has really done a great job on. He's really perfected and really smashed it. So queen just walked the entire base pretty much, and gonna come down to the wire. He will have time will be a little bit close, but in the end the queen will get the job done. So again, guys, get out there, get those queen walk dragons going, try that bowler trick, and yeah, it will go well for you, I guarantee it. And if it doesn't go well for you, well then I'm sorry, man. You're just gonna have to do it. So anyways, let me show you this hit on number 2 when I tell you about the bowler trick. Now, again, this is the other bowler trick that I'm talking about. This is the bowler trick air defense. Yes, bowler trick air defense. Now, it requires quite a bit of funnel. Now, you might be thinking, well, man, this is This is a lot of troop space to get these air defenses down. I mean, you got to funnel completely on the sides. I mean, this wizard up here, using wizards, using bowlers, using kings, using wizards. I just said that over and over. But anyways, again, if you can get it down where you can path the bowlers, and all you need is 5 on each one, they can double bounce and take down all 4 air defenses, and that is exactly what's going to happen. And that's what Grizz is going to do, and it's very beautiful. I mean, you don't see this often. It's very difficult to do. It requires quite a bit of skill knowing pathing, but here comes the 5 bowlers, and look at that. 5 bowlers coming in with their bowler bounce, gonna take down both air defenses up at 12 o'clock. It's so beautiful, so amazing, and yeah, very nicely done. There's that test bowler, and 4 bowlers will get the job done as well, but 5 is, you know, you want to have that test bowler, because I don't think 3 bowlers is going to get it for you, and then dragons in the middle. Now, he didn't end up getting that base, but if you find bases like that, is a trick that you can use, and hopefully it'll help you out in your world domination of Clash of Clans. Thanks again for watching. I guess we'll see you next time. Halo out.